Leo in the second house with nothing in it as a Cancer rising. I stumbled into some very important information in two different ways. And I wanted to make sure I got back over here and gave it to the people that are searching for this because it's still it feels like a fleeting answer until I locked in on this. So let's get ready to rock. If you have a house, go look at your chart, but look at it regular. Don't look at it through whole house because this will throw everything off that I'm getting ready to tell you. Your real chart is like a human being. It has smooth skin, it has skin eruptions, it has issues. Part of that chart issue, and it's only an issue because we don't understand it yet, so let me put that out there. But part of the process is if you have an interception in your chart, an interception, what does that mean? And I won't say it's not an interception because I literally have an interception in my chart, which is, I'll explain that right after this. If you have Cancer in the first house and Cancer spreads into the second house, it is truthfully the ruler of the first and the second house. Right? I know you're going like, what? Leo, for the most part, did the same thing going into the third house. But it might have abutted right up against the I can't think of that line right now, but it might have abutted right up against the actual merger between the second and the third house. But in my case, it spread right into the third house. So now, in understanding that, I get that my Cancer tendencies, my Cancer musings, the things that I do as a Cancer naturally, as a Cancer rising, are part of the package for the second house for self value, self worth, assets, what you do to earn money, how you keep your money, how you make sure your home, everything. Because it has a lot of Taurus in that second house, right? That's that energy sitting right there, and Venus is there too. In my case, Cancer spilled over and went there. You can't lop that off and act like that didn't happen because energetically you are walking with that type of energy. Okay? So realizing that, I was like, that explains my insane need to clean. I'm not an OCD person, not by any means, but I have a thing about me where it's like I clean. I'm not always cleaning. No, you come in my house any day and catch me lacking. Like right now, we throwing everything down that I can around the baseboards and everything on this floor because of these little bug seasons, and I'm not in the mood this year. Okay, I'm really not, and I'm looking at my floors going, "Oh, I gotta clean these floors." Ah, and they wood and the stuff is white powder, driving me crazy. So you could come here and catch me any day doing it, but that is truthfully my meditation. I'm like, gotta get this house together. Gotta do something. And I'm working on different things. And it makes me feel better. It just makes me feel better. Good mopping, let's get the dishes done. Or, when people don't do it my way, I can kind of drop back and feel like, don't you see what I do? Don't you want to do it my way? Apparently not. So I drop back into my little shell. Don't want to be bothered, baby. Don't want to be. And then eventually I take and I do everything up to my standard. And Cancer people with heavy Cancer placements understand what I'm saying. But especially if you're a Cancer rising, it runs everything. You know how many times a day I wash my hands? We will not get into how many times things are washed daily. Okay? Like, it is a water and a Cancer rising is like a constant meditation for me. And then being a person who has that Leo coming right behind it, yeah, you have to actually give in to those Cancer rising things. You have to. Because it's sitting there in your second house. You've got to do those things. It makes you feel better. And please understand that most of your chart is energetically making you feel better. And you're going to step into an area of life that may have nothing to do with what your career houses and all that kind of stuff tell you it should have something to do with. Before a lot of the time it does. But you may have a star power skill asset somewhere else that has nothing to do with any of those things, but you doing the energetic things of your chart right there make you feel better. So for the Cancer risings who spread into their second house, you're going to pay attention to your obsessive need to do something in the house. And it could just be being in the house. You could be a homebody. You may have to clean. Cleaning is my thing. I'm a homebody, but I also got to get out. Thank you, everyone. I also have to get out every now and then. As a Cancer rising, you may also feel like I want to veg out and watch all the movies I can at home. Everybody comes to your home. You could be like if you watch Friends, you could be like the Monica of the group that has to make sure the house is perfect because everybody must be there eating sandwiches. They have to be there, right? And your home is like the center focal point. You could be that. And then blending in that Leo, be that with all the Leo energy of that second house. Like that energy is there with you already. It shows itself, it expresses itself to the world in different ways. I came here to make sure that my people with Leo in the second house who have nothing in it, with their Cancer rising, a lot of the time, it spreads into their second house, which means it's actually its ruler. And Leo is ruling something else. Still talking to your son, there's so much going on. Yeah. Okay. But it doesn't, it's not like a sidereal thing where it changes who you are. It's not that because you've already been living this. It's just understanding and looking because Leo could be the biggest part of that second house. But Cancer might have come in there by 5 degrees or 2 degrees, and for real, it's the ruler. And you're not seeing it. Now let's talk about actually intercepted houses because I got this. I have Gemini. Gemini in my chart since I was young, drawing my charts from hand, always fell off my chart. It didn't make any sense. It was very tiny in degrees. Come to find out, Taurus comes in, it's the ruler, and Cancer is coming is in there already before it even comes into the first house as my rising sign. So Gemini got sandwiched between Taurus and Cancer in its own 12th house. It's like it's not. It's like this background program in my chart that I'm like, how did that happen? That doesn't make any sense. Well, it does because it's my life. Okay, that's just how it is. I'm an absent-minded but very dedicated researcher. All that 12th house energy is just me. I'm quiet. Nobody really knows I'm looking into it. I got books. I'm on computer. I'm always on my computer. You think, oh, she's texting people. Please come look at the history of my actual internet browser. Listen to my voice notes. You're gonna know I'm researching the world. So I came here to make sure that you understand that when it comes to your houses, you want to see them whole house, you want to understand it, but I think that's from a standpoint of a person who's giving us astrological readings, and I don't think it's fair because I think it allows you to brush over. I've done it myself. It allows you not necessarily brush over, but not fully give attention to a very important specific detail that's rolling in everybody's chart. I'm not the only person with a chart like this. I could be the only one with an intercepted chart like this for some time. Thank you. I'll see you.